Hello everyone, this video will focus on safe jumps. The beginning of the video will be directed to beginner to intermediate level, explaining what a safe jump is, when do we get it, and why do we use it. Afterwards, I will go into talking about counterplay to the safe jump and how to deal with them. So, let's get started. A safe jump is a very self-explanatory name, a jump that is safe. In a safe jump, you will perform an aerial attack close enough to the ground towards the wake of an opponent. So after you knock the opponent down, you will jump at them, do an attack, and you will recover before they could reversal you, using a DP or a super. This way, if they block, you get to continue your pressure safely. If they don't, you get to punish them for using a reversal. The following situations is when Faust gets to use the safe jump. It will usually be performed from a close slash OTG into an air dash, into either JH or a JD. Other than that, there are a few other situations, which I will also show. Here they are. Normal grab. From a normal grab, you will perform a close slash OTG into the drift down JH. Snip, snip, snip. Notice that mid-screen, you don't need a close slash OTG. At the corner, you can do snip, snip, snip into the close slash OTG, which will require the drift down JD. A 6-beat counter hit. Mix, 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 even during combos. 2D knockdown when close enough to the opponent. Wait and hit. Thrust can be used for a safe jump in two ways. One would be to pull them back and hit them with a close slash OTG, like this. The other would be to hit them away without the sweet spot into an air dash without the OTG. Both methods are decent, but the second one requires a bit of timing. But don't worry, I trust that you guys can do it. Super. From super, you will not perform an OTG, but simply do an air dash. Like this. Super will also give you a safe jump if you wall break with it. As you saw so far, in a safe jump with Faust, you will most likely use a JH or a JD as you land. Each one will require a different set of inputs to get from a close slash OTG. To get a JH safe jump, you will do a close slash IAD into holding down and pressing JH as fast as you can. I will do it again now. You'll do a close slash OTG, IAD, into holding down, pressing JH. To get the safe jump with JD, you will need a slight drift down, which will require a bit of practice, but is very important to get, as JD is very good. The way to do it would be to do the close slash OTG, drift downwards a bit, then do a JD. You will know you're doing it right if you're getting to see the flames come out as part of the animation, despite blocking. If you're getting this, you're doing fine. If you're getting this, then you did it a bit too much down, and you didn't actually get the attack out. This is how it looks like on an opponent. This way, you didn't get the attack. And this way you did. So if JH is auto time, why shouldn't I always use JH over JD, which you need to specifically drift down for? Well, that's a good question. The reason we want to use JD is because when the opponent low profiles us on wake up, they can hit us out of our JH. For example, Jacko using a 6B can get out of my pressure, even though I used the JH safe jump. If I use JD here and properly drift down, I can collect the counter hit on her and enjoy nice damage. There are other ways to low profile and even punish the JH safe jump, such as using a low profile move like Jacko's 2K. In this instance, she will actually punish us for doing JH, while JD will again hit her. These kind of options are important to keep in mind, especially when some characters can crouch under your JH very easily, like Jacko and Faust. So by now, I've probably convinced you guys that safe jumps are pretty OP, and that they don't have real counterplay. That is not really the case. Safe jumps have two common counterplays, one of them being backdash. If you perform a normal safe jump and the opponent backdashes, you will see they will evade your hit and get away safely. The way to deal with backdashes as Faust would be to OS, meaning option select, your opponent by pressing 5K right after your safe jump. This way, even if they evade your first jumping hit, the 5K will hit them while they recover from backdash. This will look something like this. You'd like to get as close as you can before doing the close slash OTG in order to hit the backdash as it recovers. If you won't get close enough, your 5K could whiff depending on the opponent's backdash, like this. After hitting the opponent, you might get a grounded or aerial hit depending on their backdash and how fast you pressed 5K. Converting out of it will be up to you. At the corner, you can get a relatively simple conversion by using 5K 6B. This will be very consistent on all weight and can lead to a mixed loop as well. The wall help will allow it. The other common counterplay to a safe jump would be to FD you out. By using faultless defense, the opponent will push you out and leave you out of close slash range after landing your safe jump. If you force your opponent to FD you out, it means you respect every other option you have. It means you can use the option of empty jumping. Empty jumping means you will perform an aerial move, but since it won't actually start up because you're too close to the ground, you will just fake your opponent out with an animation. It looks like this. By holding down and then using JD, you will get the fake JD animation, which you can transfer into a throw. The sequence looks like this. This sequence is very good to reset your opponents, open them up, and force them to make mistakes against the normal safe jump. This way, you can also reset your pressure with Afro, which is very strong. Off of non-close slash OTG starters, you can also use the empty jump grab to beat DPs. That will apply to snip snip snip, making the snip snip safe jump even better. As you can see, I punish the opponent's DP by grabbing him again. This works on all DPs, and is important to remember in the DP matchup, if you're trying to avoid somebody DPRCing to steal their turn back. This is a good way to force them to just block. Bonus meme. There is a little gimmick that we can use JP for, which would still apply as a safe jump, but could lead into a strike throw situation if the opponent is not FDing. If you notice your opponent is not FDing during the match when you do safe jumps, you can use JP in order to set up a throw. Like this. This is even stronger at the wall, since it's harder for them to know if you'll be close enough or not. You can use this gimmick to open people up and confuse them with your varied options. But don't overuse this. It's better to just do a safe jump or an empty jump, for the most part. I hope this video was useful to all of you, and that you'll take this and abuse this against your opponents, make them cry with it. Good luck, Faust Army. Hope you do well. See you on the next one.